I feel like a failure. I always overthink to the point of nothing being done. I always think if I just started earlier, maybe if I believed in myself earlier, I would have been much farther in life. What's the point of starting and doing anything right now if I literally don't know if I'll succeed? Well, that's also the thrill of it, you know? You don't know. What if you will succeed and end up changing so many lives? Have those negative thoughts ever brought you good in life? You know the game. Now play it. You have the ability to create anything you want, but you choose to feel like a failure. Feel like a creator and create. Go outside and stare at a tree. Choose to see life differently. You make the choices. You are the player. Why are you on autopilot? Grab the controller and play. What sparks life into the character? What is their story? How is the character dressed? Are they nourished? What mode are they on? You choose your story. Don't you see that you're a colorful person, but they turned you gray? By the way, side note, heavy, heavy, heavy deja vu right now. Like, I'm experiencing the most, like, all of these days, by the way, all of these days, I've been experiencing deja vu in a crazy way. Like, yesterday, I sat down because I knew that one of my friends was gonna be a dad long before he knew that he was gonna be a dad. Like, and it's crazier than that. He, we didn't speak in over 2 years, I think. In a year and a half, 2 years, something like that. And he messaged me on my birthday and he was saying, um, I didn't know, like, I wanted to talk to you for a really long time. I wanted to break the news to you, but I didn't know if you even wanted to talk to me and this and that. And girl, let me tell you, I was going through it. I didn't even know how much time passed. I wasn't even aware that so much time passed where he and his wife got pregnant the whole 9 months, and on top of that, 9 months on top of that, because the kid is now 9 months, almost you can say a year. And I was friends with this guy since I was 14. I met him. I met him. Me and my best friend, we gave him a, how do you say that? When students of another school come to your school and you have to like show them around and stuff, because we were already at that school and he was gonna come the year on, like, the next school year. And that's how we became friends, because we really liked each other, all three of us. Well, my best friend, they didn't go so well. Like, I thought they were gonna be friends, but I clicked more with him. And we used to go out, like meet up on in the city and stuff, in Curacao. And it was like really fun, and we stayed friends all along those years. He was always such a respectable person, respectful. um like, that was one of my friends, my guy friends, that I like could trust with my whole heart, because he has a lot of respect for me as a woman, um and we haven't spoken in so long, where I literally didn't know that he is a dad right now. Like he is a dad, and I knew that he was gonna be a dad long before he told me. And that's crazy to me because it feels like I've already experienced this life. Um some things, it's like I remember things. I remember things that already happened and they're happening again. And oh, it's so crazy. Like, oh my god, do you understand what I'm saying? Because I and this was a long time ago. It like, oh my god, it feels like a long time ago, but I don't think it is a long time ago. As a human being, it feels like a long time ago, but oh my god, it literally feels like I already lived the life that I am thinking about right now, where I remembered or already knew that he was gonna be a dad, but I'm like remembering something that didn't happen in this lifetime or something because it's another lifetime, but I remember experiencing him already telling me he was gonna be a dad. Like I knew that he was gonna be a dad. And now he's a dad with a 9 month old daughter. And it's crazy to me. And right now I'm like reading like off of what I wrote, by the way, in my journal. Um and I was saying, um you choose your story, don't you see that you're colorful? And before I like when I was reading that, I felt that deja vu again, where I already did this before. You know what I mean? That's crazy to me because it's like I've been having a lot of different visions of things where I see myself giving speeches, helping the people that I want to help. One of them is going going back to Curacao, where I'm from, and helping um the students at school with like school uniforms and stuff. Because listen, I know how hard it is. Like there in Curacao, we wear uniforms, and I went to middle school and high school there, and we didn't always have the money to like buy a brand new uniform every year or every 6 months or some shit, because at a certain point it's like you use the same uniform like every single day. Because and we would sweat a lot because it's really hot there, and I had to walk. I don't even remember for how long. I think it was like an hour or something to go home, to walk in that sun. And to go home, I had to pick up my little sister, and we would walk. And obviously, like, I was 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Like, you sweat and stuff, like you're not really hygienic, like, and you play outside and stuff. Um, and we only had like each of us like two school uniforms, and we would wear that. Like my mom would be so mad if we came home with the school uniform like dirty, because then she had to wash it, then I had like a second uniform, and then she had to wash them already, on the first wear. And so they would buy me like really big uniforms. Like you had extra small. There it's like size 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 or something like that. I remember so well. It wasn't like extra small, small, medium. I'm living in the Netherlands right now, and everything is like extra small, small, medium, or 34, 36, 38, 40, 42 and stuff. Um but yeah, I think those sizes are like the sizes of like the year number or something. I don't know. I'm getting out of topic, but what I'm saying is basically um they would buy me like the really big ones. I remember wearing size 14 and size 16 for a really long time, because it had to last, because you're obviously growing up, right? Like you're going um through middle school, and then you're gonna go to high school, and like you grow up, right? So you have to wear the same size um for as long as possible, basically. I remember it was especially when I arrived at high school that this started happening more and more, because you went from class 1 to class 4 with the same fucking uniform, with the same motherfucking color. So I had the same motherfucking uniform for like 4 years, you know? And a lot of my like classmates and stuff, they would have brand new uniforms. Like it would like be so bright. Like we would wear yellow, and it would be so fucking bright, and mine would be like turning gray already, you know? Um and I always wanted like the really small ones, because in like class 1 already, class 2 and stuff, you could see like the other girls, and they had already like a little bit of a developed body. But now I'm looking back, and we were all like between the ages of 11, and like biggest that was there like was fucking 16 or some shit, you know? And like then you go to 3 and 4, and there are people from the ages of 15 to 18 or some shit, you know? And it's like I would see them, and I didn't really have, I was always really like with nothing on my body, like really skinny, no titis or uh like culito. And they would all like wear skinny jeans and stuff, and show their butt, and they would wear the small size uniform with their titis and stuff, and it would look so good, and I would be wearing their like oversized as school uniform. No one could see my butt, no one, like not even the little bit that I had, no one could see it. So I was like, just, you know, like I was literally, you could just see a kid walking around with a really big ass fucking school uniform. um but yeah, anyway, I'm getting completely off of topic. It's just these deja vus and stuff, and it feels like I lived a lot of different timelines. But most of the time I feel like whenever I get that confirmation or something that it already happened, I feel like I am on the right path, you know? um that's what I think, because you can see it different ways too. You can also see it like, wow, you all already lived it, why do you want to live the same life over and over again? I don't know, bitch. I don't know. Don't ask me anything. I don't know. I'm just saying what I feel. And maybe it's just a confirmation, because sometimes you just feel like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? As I am saying, like was reading, like I feel like a failure, because it's like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Like I am really being strong and like trying to follow my dream and what I want to do, but motherfucker, it comes with a lot of freaking um challenges and shit. Like holy motherfucking shit, you know? And you have to be strong every single day, and humble yourself, ground yourself. And today I woke up with one of those feelings of, you know what, like I literally cannot do anything with how I'm feeling right now. And if I feel like a failure, I'll feel like a failure. Am I a failure? I am not a failure. I can feel whatever the fuck I want. I can feel all the emotions that I want right now. It depends what I do with it, and where I spend that energy on. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just really comforting, and just doing this in general, me speaking into a microphone right now, and just sharing my thoughts. Like I'm literally reading my thoughts out of my journal, and in between me already sharing my thoughts that I wrote on my in my journal, I am sharing other thoughts that come in the middle of what I was reading. Isn't that crazy? I literally thought that this video was gonna be like really short, but I thought it was gonna be like, when I was reading my journal, I really thought that it was gonna be like max 8 minutes or some shit. But apparently not, because felt like I had to share this too, you know? And it's just, I'm just really happy. And also, it's really crazy how I I had to, I was like in a, I maybe was in a really disassociative mode where I just did not grasp the concept of time that was passing when I was not talking to my friend that is now a dad. Um, I was not really aware of it. I always thought like, because I lost another friend too in that time. Um, and it was like, I think it just had to happen because she is someone that needs constant like being like that we message each other to meet up or like just to catch up while we're talking to each other. But I am not like that. I enjoy my space and time alone, and I'm not constantly wanting to talk every single day on WhatsApp or something. Um, I am someone, if we are friends, and we don't speak for a year, and you want to catch up a year later or 2 years later or whatever, um, or we catch up every 6 months or every year or whatever, because we have our own things going on. I am completely fine with that, because I actually enjoy having friends that are there for you. Like, it's not like it's impossible to meet up or something, but like, I am there for you for when you need me, and I respect you for having your own life too. You know what I mean? Like, that's actually really beautiful. We have our own lives going on, but we always are there for each other, and it's like nothing even changed, like, as in the bond that we have. Obviously we change as we evolve as human beings and stuff, but the beautiful thing is that we always are there for each other in our most vulnerable, like, us mode, like, we are just being with them. And it's so beautiful that I can even have friends that I can just be with myself with and be naked, so yeah, like, I sometimes really forget that. And I am planning on doing things like, you'll see them coming, because I have a idea where I want to start writing letters to my friends. And the friends that I have two good, really, my besties, they are my besties. And I have my girlfriend. um and I want to just randomly start writing them letters. And each one of them has a special day, so I'm not just gonna do it like all of them in one day. I'm gonna give them all like a special day, so I can write genuinely from my heart to them. And I also was thinking of like making little clay thingies, keychains, or something that can highlight my week, and send it to them as like a little souvenir or something. Because with this whole social media thing going on and stuff, it's really exhausting. Like, because people expect you to be there available for them every single day, basically, because you obviously have your phone on you. And I've been practicing these days to put my phone away. Like, I literally put it on sleep mode. And whoever has to reach me, like, if it's important, call me, because I miss when we would literally, like, I remember when I was little, I used to live in the Netherlands already. Um, and I remember just friends from the neighborhood just coming to my house and be like, can that girl play with us, like, and it would just like you just become friends with random kids in the neighborhood, and we would go outside and go on our bikes and explore the world, and everything was so beautiful, and you wouldn't even care about time. Time did not exist for you. Time was just something that would happen, like you would just go outside and like explore things and talk to these friends and stuff. And I did not forget. And sometimes we forget. Sometimes we just choose to forget those moments in our lives when we were kids. It's still there. It's still there. And you are still you. You are still that little kid. And I really just forget sometimes. And I woke up feeling a little rough today, and I didn't really quite understand why. And I was like, it's probably because of my period is coming or whatever. And I am really trying, I'm really trying, and I know you are trying too. And life is beautiful, and it's okay to feel these feelings. It's okay to feel sadness, to feel miserable, to feel negative, to feel those things. It's absolutely okay. And I am really happy, joyful, grateful that I am able to feel these things, that I am able to feel what it is to be a human being with feelings and emotions and experiences, that I am able to be to go through life like a human being and feel and experience. Life is still that beautiful little ball of rainbows and sunshine like you saw when you were a kid. I know, like, a lot of us, for me, for example, like, my imagination was so big always because a lot of things will be happening to in my life that as an adult has traumatized me and made me go through those really negative routes in my life, that trauma causes you to experience. My imagination was always really big. I could always have fun with myself, and it's still there. And like, I'm writing in this journal right now. I didn't finish reading it, but I'm basically saying, like, we are still colorful human beings like we were when we were a child. We are still those little creatures full of joy and curiosity and wanting to express ourselves. Don't you see, whenever you make something, you immediately want to like show it around and say, like, I made this, look mom, look dad, or look, I made this. Or you tell your friends what you did or whatever, and growing up you get shut down because you have to be a certain way. You have to like conform in a certain type of way to society, so you want to be the best at things. You want to like succeed in life. You want to um become that doctor or that lawyer or that big thing, like whatever it is, um to be able to like prove to people, your parents, or maybe even yourself sometimes, that you can do it. But at a certain type in the road, you realize, like, where did I spend my time on actually doing something and becoming this gray being, and I'm walking on this path with all these other gray beings, and you look back and you see that you're actually still that colorful being that you were, but you just started to fill it more with gray because that was comfortable, and it wouldn't pay a lot of attention. Like, it wouldn't It wouldn't attract attention from the other people because you just don't want to be noticed, you know? It's like it's more comfortable to fit in than to not. It's less lonely to fit in than it's not. Because being with yourself, facing yourself, creating, it is spent most of the time alone. You're alone with yourself, which can be good but can sometimes be challenging too, you know? And it's okay. You are still that colorful, beautiful being, and you can feel your soul up again and yourself up again with all those colors. You're still creative and you're still curious. You still are able. And don't let anyone tell you that you are not. And you didn't spend any you didn't waste any time. You didn't waste any time. You had to go through those things to have those experiences, to learn from those lessons, and to realize one day who you truly really are. And maybe you walked the road to wanting to do this multiple times, but you got scared. You were passing the bridge, but you looked down and you saw how high the bridge is, and you didn't believe in yourself that you can cross that bridge even though it's so high, but you chose to walk back and try to see if there's another more safer, comfortable way to cross to the other side. There is not. That's the bridge you have to take. That's the bridge you have to take. It's a little crooked. It's a little, like there's some holes here and there. There's some holes here and there. There's some holes here and there. But you're able to pass them. Maybe when you get to the hole, you just have to like cover it up a little bit. It'll take a little time, but you're still able to cross it, And you're able to get to the other side. You have to believe in yourself. Stop looking down because you came from down there and you are all the way up there already crossing the motherfucking bridge, and you can do it. Life is beautiful, and it happens in such an unexpected, wonderful, beautiful way that it's just beautiful. It's really just beautiful because again, I really thought that this video was just gonna be freaking 2 minutes long because I also wanted to put like a little time lapse thingy. So it's probably not even gonna be a time lapse because the time lapse was already like an hour or something, and this voice recording is going on for 30 minutes already. So, but let me just keep reading this because I'm almost already finished with this. Where was I? So I was saying like, what is their story? Like you are the character, right? Like play. What sparks life into the character? What is their story? How is the character dressed? Are they nourished? What mode are they on? You choose your story. Don't you see like what I was talking about just now? Don't you see that you're a colorful person, but they turned you gray? I see color in you still. The color can overtake the gray, but you have to want it. We all have color in us, but we have chosen to be gray to fit in better, the more comfortable route to not draw any attention from the masses. Don't be like that. Get out of your head. Your mind is playing tricks on you, and they like that. Start opening your eyes and observe and question. You're much more than you think. You're not supposed to be living in this boxed, control life, caged in with tiny little screens telling us how to live. You are what you think. If you think you're a failure, you are. Sometimes I have obsessive thoughts. It's comfortable going there. Just being depressed, miserable, literally having nothing to look forward to, not even myself. Thinking I don't deserve anything anyway, and the world is better off without me, because what am I doing with my life, with my existence anyway? I'm having those thoughts right now. Actually, the things that I want to take or do to distract myself from those thoughts come with it too. But I am choosing to write right now and change my mentality into, wow, I actually chose to not distract myself and face my feelings and just telling them and just letting them be for who they are. It's okay to have these negative thoughts. Also, it's what you do with them is what matters. What choice do you take? So, yeah, I just wanted to finish reading that because my mind also like went completely in another route, and that's how we are here right now. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and listening. I really appreciate it. Um, leave any thoughts you have down below, and I really appreciate you for listening and like I guess looking at me, uh, whatever time lapse I am putting on the screen right now that you're looking at. But yeah, thank you so much.